This is really hard for me to do to my own family. But I don't want him to do to me what he did to someone else. Like, I don't want him to do that to someone else, what he did to me to someone else. Even though I'm having to walk and get this done, I'm trying not to get more distracted than I already am. Edna would leave us kids alone, and me being a child myself, and I wasn't the oldest child, but I was one of the older kids, and cousin Rogerick, she would get us drunk, and we were just kids. So, but from a child mindset, you don't see nothing wrong with that. Now I'm in my 40s, I see something wrong with that, which is why I'm estranged from my former family now. So then you get Rogerick out in traffic. You got Rogerick out in traffic. I'm shouting, Roger, get out the road. You're going to get hit by a car. Because Edna going to kill me, resurrect me just to kill me again. Have somebody come up, I don't mind them listening. Hospital right behind me. So you can see him right here, trying to get to where he going. It's a hospital just right here around this road right here. So Rogerick tells me, I remember where we were in the story, surprisingly. The sound. I'm not affected by pain, Lisa. I don't feel pain. So he's in the road. I'm not feeling well. I'm at the hospital right now. I'm at the clinic trying to get a COVID shot and a flu shot. And but this video is that important. It's that imperative that I put this out at this exact moment. All right, so the watch story. So Joel is the rat. He didn't rat me out, not that I know of, but he ratted out Rogerick. So Joel's like, this is the side of Rogerick you don't know about, the side you never seen. And so he's like, there's this side. Like, what do you mean, Joe? What you call him, Joe? His name is Joel, like the book of Joel. But what do you mean, Joe? My brother in my former life. Rogerick told his mother, Edna. Rogerick's my cousin, Edna. You know who Edna is. I mentioned her before. And look at that. So Rogerick gets a gift from Edna that's a watch, and Joel tells me this. He tells Edna, "Oh, this all you bought me? A stupid watch?" And Oh God. This is for support to get me through the story. It's that tough to talk about as I wait on the pharmacy to open. They don't open right now. And so then you got so I'm like, I found humor in the story. I'm like, he actually said that to Edna, because I knew Edna had a temper. And he said, yeah, he really said that. He said he really said that to Edna. I said, he said that shit, damn. So it became an ongoing thing, and my brother didn't expect me to laugh. I guess he expected me to be sensitive, and I was, but it was funny. What Kevin Hart say, laugh at your pain? He laughed at his pain. I'm still even sensitive to my aunt now. She knew how to handle Rogerick. Rogerick was a bully. I don't have time to get on the gay dog story. I don't have time to get on the, I coined that. I said, those dogs, those are gay dogs. I said, they're homosexuals to my brothers and the younger kids. I said, when I was still a kid myself, I said, y'all don't understand what that means. I said, I'll explain that one at some other time. Let me see if I can think of one more other thing about Roger. The counseling. When he was in high school, he would get out of school, and I didn't want to get my ass kicked. I probably did, and I just don't remember. And he used to make me counsel him in high school. I did not want to listen to Roger talk. He would talk for about 2 hours about himself, not my problems, and he threatened to beat me up. And like now, I couldn't remember. It's been a lifetime ago. Why am I recalling all these memories about Rogerick? Full name. His full name is Rogerick Montgomery. We call him Rogie. I don't want him doing this to someone else. I got to betray my own family. So I met somebody, and now I know why the memories hit me all of a sudden. God will not let any trouble sneak up on you. This kid, before Facebook cut me off because I lost signal, was standing in the middle of the road. And the thing is, if I wasn't watching the kids properly, even though I was a kid myself, I get in trouble, right? We all have moments where we get in trouble if we ain't doing something for somebody else. So somebody was kind enough to help me just then. I ain't gonna say what they did for me. So this kid was on the road last night, and he just standing in the road, kid like 20-something years old. And I don't want to talk to him like Rogerick. I didn't want to talk to him, but it was super safer to comply and talk to him because he was threatening me with his body language, and he was mean mugging me and shit. If you don't know what mean mugging is, I ain't got time to explain. Standing in the middle of the road. So I talked to him, and just like Roger, he got an attitude with me. I said, you know you standing in the middle of the road? And he bold like he was going. And so next thing I know, I'm just like bracing for the impact. My face is just like terror. Rogerick terrorized the neighborhood. So I'm like, used to getting into so much shit I can't get into right now, but look of terror on my face. This kid is tall, he's just standing in the road, and he shouts back at me. This happened last night. This is why I was thinking about cousin Rogerick after a lifetime of memories. Hadn't thought about Rogerick, because I don't want to see my bully. Yeah, I know, it's a road, and he's shouting at me. So by the time the driver gets there, I'm trying to get him out the road, because I know CTA gonna blame me. Like, why are you letting this kid in the road? I'm in my 40s. You know better. You should know better. That's how the adults used to talk at me when I was a kid. You should know better. They didn't get in trouble. I got in trouble. That's why I got a paranoid way about me now that I'm going to therapy real soon for. Rogerick, you caused me to have to go to therapy, you shit fuck. So, just like I did with Rogerick, I covered for him. She looking at me like she could tell I've been violated, something happened, you've been assaulted, something happened. That's assault when someone talks to you that way. So she could tell I've been assaulted, so I covered for him. And I'm just standing there looking like, you know how a kid looks lost when they're just standing there waiting on the bus, you don't know if it's gonna come. That look, I had it. And I said, well, I didn't know if I wanted to get on or not. I said, I was trying to see if you was all full. She knew I was lying. One of the cool-ass teachers like you used to have when you was in high school when they had a good staff, and the staff wasn't shit. She knew I was lying. She covered for me. So next thing I know, it was two Rogericks. This guy get on the bus, and he see the bus coming. He got a big smirk on his face. He like, do I got time to get one last puff? And so he just threw it out there in the air, and I'm sitting there laughing, and she closed the door, closed him up in the door. And next thing you know, she said, "You better hurry up and get on the bus." She said something smart. I don't know what she said, but I'm laughing at her and him, and trying not to get beat up by him. So she reminded me of some of the teachers I used to get in trouble with in high school. That was cool. And next thing I know, this man says, "Somebody say something smart." He looked right at me in the back of the bus. He looked at me and the people who was in the back. And so she got quiet for a good bit, and she faced him. She said, "No, ain't nobody say nothing smart." This is like a 70-something-year-old woman. So then next thing I know, it was a long pause. He looked like he was going to kick my teeth down my throat. He got his ass on the bus because she gave a look like, "You getting on, get your ass on."